So this is another question we have. We have the average time required to execute an instruction in the display list be 33.33 microsecond. If the refresh rate is 30 frames per second, then obtain the maximum number of instructions that may be present in the display list. So what is the idea here? That the picture that is to be displayed on the screen basically represents one frame buffer. It represents one frame buffer, and in this frame buffer we can understand that there would be a number of instructions would be there. There would be n instructions, would be there to display the picture on the screen. So the question, the data which is provided here is that the display list, that means it is a display list basically. Display list is basically containing instruction, fine, containing instruction, and it contains n instructions basically. The time required would be 33.33 microsecond to execute one instruction. It is basically given to execute one instruction, fine. The execution time is basically for one instruction, fine. Execution time of one instruction in display list, fine. And display list, as we know, consists of n instructions, out of which for one instruction we are provided the execution time. So the refresh rate is basically given as, 30 frame per second. We can also write it as 30 frame is drawn, or you can say the 30 frame can be loaded or drawn in 1 second, right? 30 frame is loaded, or you can say the 30 frame is drawn in 1 second, fine. And we can also say this as one frame can be loaded or drawn in 1 bar 30 seconds, fine. Or when we can compute this, we are going to obtain the value as 0.033 into 10 raised to power 6 second, fine. 10 raised to power 6 second, and 10 raised to power minus 6 second, fine. And as we know that 10 raised to power minus 6 basically represent micro, right? It basically represent micro, which is represented by mu. So we can say that 0.033 microseconds would be required to display or draw one frame. And as we know that one frame buffer, this is entire one frame buffer, consists of n instructions, fine. It consists of n instructions. From all these things we can club it into a simplified manner like this. Here we can say that so what we can do here, that we can say that one frame buffer consists of n instructions. It is n instructions, fine. It consists of n instructions, and for executing one instruction we require 33.33 microsecond. That means for displaying n instructions we would require n into 3.33 microseconds. Fine. And we have determined the time of executing one frame buffer, and it is basically 0.033 microsecond. Fine. From here we can have this data. So we have n instructions into 33.33 microseconds. So from here we can determine how many instructions are there. We can determine how many instructions are there. So we can simply say there are n is equal to 0.033 microsecond divided by 33.33 microseconds. This will be cancelled out, and after solving this thing, if we solve this thing, we will obtain the answer as 1000. That means n is equal to 1000. That is 1000 instructions would be there. This is the 1000 number of instructions would be there in the display list. So this is the answer from this question that we have obtained so far.